Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to anyone that is tuning in where it is nighttime. Hi everyone. Hi Wayne. How are you doing?
Good, Nikki. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm so excited to be here hosting another webinar. So this week we have a lot of exciting stuff. I know last week and the week before we always have so many updates.
Mhm,
Last week we talked about how we use HeyGen for training videos with
mhm,
Nick. So we did a lot of different, Avatar 101, video templates from on HeyGen, how to use HeyGen to create corporate training videos. We talked a bit about Discord, how we host contests on there, and we're going to be hosting in February. And the week before, we talked about real-time avatars. So every week we have a different topic, a different feature that we're doing a deep dive into. And this week is all about the most popular, the most viral video translation feature out there. This is really one of my favorite features that HeyGen has to offer. So just wanted to get everyone excited for that. First, let's do some quick introductions. If you haven't seen me before, haven't been here to one of the webinars or on TikTok Live, I am Nikki. I'm the social media manager, one of the managers here at HeyGen, and I mainly run the TikTok, but I am looking at all of the different socials, all of the engagement, all of the comments that you're leaving here. We're live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on TikTok. So thank you all for being here. And Wayne, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, nice to meet you, everyone. And for people who are here the first time, my name is Wayne. I'm the co-founder and chief product officer at HeyGen. Yeah, I'm at the webinar like very often as well. So excited to talk to you today about what's new in video translate.
Yeah, last time that you were hosting a webinar with me last month, it was all about personalized video, which
Right.
is really changing the game for everyone that is in sales or does some sort of sales or outreach or just
Mhm.
sends messages in bulk. So it was really interesting, and I love hosting these because you're very knowledgeable on all of the things on the product development side. So if
Mhm.
anyone has questions that are more technical, Wayne is your guy, and we will be doing the normal flow of these webinars. Are we're gonna do a quick intro of the tool, some use cases. We'll do a demo, and then at the end we'll do live Q&A and give out 5 credits at the end that you can use to try out all of these tools. So definitely stay till the end, and let's get straight into it.
Mhm.
So tell us about the video translation. What exactly is this useful? What is this? What is it useful? Maybe we can start by referencing one of the posts that went super viral recently using the video translation that was blowing up all over Twitter. Do you actually have the link? Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I have the link. I can also screen share this to play this before the demo later, right? But for people who don't have the full context, HeyGen specialize in making videos with AI and also AI avatars, right? So we started from there, and then we have been building the technology and product for quite a while. And video translate is like a one specific use case or product we have built on top of our technology to combine all of the stuff into like a very easy to use, basically AI translator for all of your previous videos. So how it works is that for your previously produced videos, especially those kind of a training video or news video or like talking video with someone who is trying to convey any message to the camera, HeyGen can help you translate that video with the same person, same voice, but into 20 plus different languages. I think almost 30 plus now.
Yep,
And
28.
different than previous translation tools or all the other dubbed videos you have seen, we are able to make the speaker either one of them or multiple of them, into the new speaking the new language with their own face and voice, almost as if they were the native speaker of the language you need. So it's very easy to use, but also very powerful feature for many use cases. For example, for like a international company who have new employee hires, say every other week, you must have lots of kind of onboarding training video or document that have done, right? So for any of those previous training videos, you can now easily localize them into all the major languages or the regions that you want to support for the local new hires to get onboarded in their mother tongue
Yeah.
without having the film crew, the studio agency or team to redo everything, finding someone who can speak the language again. It's like a hundred times more cost efficient. That's one, for example, one use case. There could be also more interesting and external facing use cases. For example, companies would put on like their video ads on social media, right? Like very quick, short ads, like catching people's attention and showing stuff, talking about something. Those ads can now also be easily localized to whatever market or region you try to run the ad with. And usually, localized versions different than a language that's not native to the target audience. So, and you wouldn't need to have the same team to try to produce the same video in different language, needing someone to be able to speak, redo all the shooting or anything like that. It's just like a one button click on HeyGen. And we've been also serving more customers for many other interesting cases, like CEO talking to employees in different languages at a conference or regularly uh, for kind of internal announcements, right? E-learning, like, is a huge case where there are lots of like educators, professors that produce their knowledge online. I doubt every professor can speak 20 languages out there before, right? But now with this tool, all of the students from all over the world are able to follow the professor in their own mother tongue, but still feeling, personal and also close to the professor because he is speaking your mother tongue in those courses. Uh, E-learning can be huge too, and we are helping a few partners to, you know, scale up their content catalog to help more students from all over the world. Yeah, so just to give you a few examples of how video translate can be used, we're also exploring more interesting use cases. Like one of the, as Nick mentioned, one of the very viral video recently, if you guys have noticed, is like this Millet speech on Davos. Yeah, I can share more about that when I share the screen.
Yes, yes. Show us. But yeah, just to kind of add on to that, there are so many use cases, and I love how people are saying in the comment how they've used their video translation feature before. So if you've used it on HeyGen, definitely let us know. We love hearing all of the unique use cases. And I see here, there's an English teacher, cute English teacher. Welcome back. I've seen your name in previous webinars, so I really appreciate your attendance again. And she said that her students really believed that she was able to speak that language. So it was, a game changer. She won an award. It's really mind blowing when you see it yourself speaking. Your lips are moving. It sounds like you're speaking it fluently with the natural voice clone. So I've heard education as a huge market for this and e-learning, but it really is internal or external. You can do the corporate training and onboarding. I think that's another really popular use case. Global marketing in general, like as a creator myself, I'm able to reach other audiences or I do a lot of UGC ads, and I can market the UGC ads. We can target other countries or other cities, people that speak other languages. I'm curious to know in the chat if y'all can write what languages you speak, just so that we know kind of our audience a little bit better. And we're always, I see someone said to add more languages. We're always getting requests for more languages, and we're always adding more. We're at 28 right now. So definitely let us know if there's any languages that you haven't seen that you want to see. But really, any industry, if you are in healthcare and you want to know how you can use video translation, any industry, and you want to brainstorm, like, let us know. We're here to help you. I'm thinking healthcare, you can translate patient videos, consents, if you need to, across borders, any medical educational material. There really is a lot for all industries: tourism, legal, public relations. So real estate is also very popular. I've seen that a lot. And just pairing it with some of our other features is key, because there's a lot you can do. But yeah, anyway, going back to you, Wayne, show us this viral post that was, blowing us up on Twitter throughout the last couple of weeks.
Sure. Yeah. So I just thought of another very interesting use case that we heard from our users, which is like a guy is married to like his wife from like as an immigrant, right? So his parents-in-law doesn't speak English, and he only speaks English. So there has been kind of a communication language barrier for many years. And all of a sudden, he sent his parents-in-law a video of him speaking in their mother tongue. And his parents-in-law were blown away because they thought he learned the language. Turned out he just used HeyGen to translate. And his wife is helping her parents to also translate their videos into English and send it back to his husband. So it kind of helped people, really get together, skipping the language barrier, between families, between companies. So I think that's the start. That's the start of us seeing the power of AI being used for good, right? That's a very interesting use case I just thought about. Yeah, to share my screen to show you guys what we were talking about in terms of this.
Yes, and I
Let me,
see, I see comments about more accents and more dialects. We're working on this. Definitely request which specific accents you want to see. I know that's something that's been very popular and very requested with Spanish, different kinds of Spanish accents. So we are working on some of them, but let us know. I love seeing all of the different languages that you all speak. It just blows my mind how global HeyGen is, and how how global our audience is. So I love it. I hope I hope you can understand me in English, but
yeah. So
eventually we might need to translate.
let me share this, and you tell me if you can hear the audio.
100, the world's per capita GDP
Can you
remains
hear the audio?
Yes.
reference period.
Yeah, so here's a funny tweet. I don't know how many of you have seen this. Have millions of views now. So what happens is that Mila was giving this famous talk at Davos like I don't know, last month something, and people kind of are sharing like the traditional dubbed version from like the live broadcast. Like he was speaking in his own language, and there's a like real-time translator, real person translator who lowered his voice and were just speaking English, like dubbing on the video. That's like how people are used to, international speeches with different languages, right? And those two voice track overlapped with each other. So Elon shared that video first. And some of our user, I think, just did this video with Millet, just translating into English with his own voice. And this one got really viral. And Elon was like, this is a better version.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.
Right. So yeah, just want to share. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. I think it was a pretty interesting case, and it kind of shows what I mean by like now with AI, we can easily bridge like the like language barrier for very important stuff, right? Like families, businesses, companies, or these kind of things, right? So
we'll send the link of the tweet in the chat as well, so you can check it out. But It went
Right.
super viral. Elon is funny, but I love how just, his simple tweet was able to help us reach so many more people, because this technology we want more people to use it so we can keep improving it. So definitely, support all of the feedback that we get on all platforms, all comments, and here as well.
Yeah, so actually the topic today for us, for everyone here, is like what's new in Video Translate for enterprise. So Video Translate on its own is a very simple tool that you can just upload the video, select language, and get your translated result. I believe that's how the media video was done, like maybe 3 buttons. But we've been also working very hard on the enterprise version, because for serious businesses who are looking to produce, high quality business-ready translate videos at scale, there's lots of like very detailed requirements or expectations or things that need to be able to controlled. So we've been working pretty hard on this, and I'm happy to show you that there's lots of new stuff that's coming to that has already been available to video translation, video translate enterprise version. So this is the interface to upload the video, which is pretty straightforward. The first new stuff is called custom instruction. So custom instruction is like a powerful tool for you to, like to teach your AI how to better translate the content that's more expected by your company or by your branding. It's almost as if, say, you hired a new full-time in-house translator to do the job for you, and you will need to onboard him, right? Like, this is our company, this is how we talk, and these are a few keywords that are, proprietary to us, so no need to translate in other languages. So we have given like a very detailed instruction and the examples of how you can use custom instruction to educate the AI to do a better translation for you. So we have blacklist, whitelist. You can set the context of the scene. You can set the tone. You can even give the AI like a URL of your company, so that he can just go and learn, okay, this is the company's kind of vocabulary or tone of saying whatever. And you can combine all of those into a simple but also effective kind of instruction to the AI. You can just use natural language. There's no specific format, as long as you follow our instruction. For example, I used every kind of instruction here to help this AI understand when you are translating content for HeyGen, there's some details that you need to pay attention to. For example, you don't need to translate those names. And when we talk about real-time avatar, we actually meant streaming avatar, because streaming avatar is like the better name that we are going with, right? So feel free to play with this and see what a difference it'll make you make your translate results. And that's for how you can get better and more branded translation results. And there's another thing that's interesting called brand vocabulary. So we're still working on this, but the beta version is here, which is like you tell the AI, okay, here's a list of words that we say at this company. So in our videos that we upload, you might hear some of these words. Sometimes they are hard to understand if you don't know it exists, right? For example, for people who haven't tried writing any code, you might not know what API is. And when you try to transcribe something, you might not transcribe that into API, but now you know, so it'll be more accurate than before. So these two functions to help you still control the translation in a more accurate, branded, and expected way. As businesses usually have really high requirement of how things should be translated. At the same time, don't want to spend all the time to double check every single words, right? That's the first part. The second part is we have revamped the multi-speaker detection and making it much more useful right now. So what's happening is that you can now So the previous multi-speaker might not be so straightforward to use, but now if I have a few examples here, maybe use the Japanese version. So this is like a webinar clip Nikki and I had maybe 2 weeks ago. So what the AI can do now is to tell you, okay, how many faces show up in here and with which voice. So the AI is not perfect that can always 100% make sure, okay, this is the voice and this face speaking, because there could be some really tricky and edge cases. It's gonna do its best, but also it's going to give you like the best recommendation. But there's always a chance that you could make a mistake, right? Especially, again, as a business, you have a large catalog to produce translated videos, maybe, I don't know, 10 hours, 100 hours of content. And you don't want any of those to be having like maybe 10 seconds of mismatched face or voice, because it'll be just weird. So with this experience, users can now easily kind of spot and correct if any multi-speaker video, any face or voice was not correctly recognized. We have done this video preview experience, so you can play all of the preview all of the translated results with the original video, just so you can easily make sure, okay, it is right that Nikki should be speaking, her mouth is moving, and I hear her Japanese voice. So I'll show you how the preview works, and I'll show you kind of a result of the correct video.
さあ、今日はこれから始めようか。今日
Can you guys hear the audio?
Yes, oh my
の
god.
ウェビナーがとても楽しみだよ。自己紹介をお願いします。始めてください。
So here, it's only the voice. The lips are not, synced yet, because this is a preview version. But with this experience and those functions, I think it's very easy for anyone to just quickly go through the translation, make sure, okay, the voice, the speaker, the timing are all correct. If the timing isn't correct, you can also just change everything. So it's much easier to use, much more straightforward to understand right now. Still, you can also download the proofread and send it to your localization team, right? Have them do whatever edits necessary, come back to upload, and preview if their proofread is really accurate before you submit the video to spend any credits. We also improved like the voice selection part here, but I don't need to go into detail. Play with this part to see if you want to change the voice into any other kind of more native sound or a voice. So this is how the new kind of a multi-speaker detection and the selection works with voice selection and with a preview experience here. And now if I click submit this video, it'll tell you, okay, how long the video is, how many credits you have. It also asks you if you want to include captions. Captions is definitely something users has been asking a lot, and we have brought it like alive here. So let me show you one more example. So I submitted that Japanese video earlier with the captions available. So you have to turn on captions and download a captioned version. And let's hear how Nikki speak in Japanese.
さあ、今日はこれから始めようか。今日のウェビナーがとても楽しみだよ。自己紹介をお願いします。始めてください。
皆さんこんにちは。What do you think? Did you learn Japanese that way?
That's crazy. Yeah. And I love how, it has me like looking around, because sometimes I look around, or it seems very natural. So I love it. It's amazing.
I also use the same video to, I think I did like a Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese version, but I don't speak that, so I don't know how it is. But
E aí, vamos começar hoje. Estou extremamente animado para o webinar de hoje. Vamos fazer uma rápida apresentação. Você pode começar primeiro.
Sim. Oi,
Wow,
pessoal.
yeah. If anyone speaks Portuguese, in the comments, let us know if that was an accurate translation, if it made sense. We're
Right.
always accepting feedback, but it sounds good to me.
I didn't I didn't try to revise any of those translations. I mean, I don't speak those language, so I also don't have a real expectation of how they should be translated. But with the features we just introduced and with like the speaker and the proofread editing, it'll be even easier for teams to make sure like all of the translation are expected high quality and accurate, especially to their branding, to their company image or position. So
Awesome. We're getting actually some comments of people saying this was spot on, including the speed for Portuguese.
yes. So speaking of that, we also launched new languages here. If you want to check out, you can just scroll through the list. And people were talking about accents, right? So we have kind of a specified, very specific accents of different like major multi-accent languages. We are researching and testing more of them. So I believe at least some of them are available for everyone right now. Feel free to check it out. If not, please just feel free to request. We definitely will prioritize based on what is most needed. And in terms of the supported language as of right now, you can see, I think we added a few more import language from Vietnamese and yeah, I forgot the latest one. We also supported a few more output language, right, like here. Feel free to check out our new language. We'll summarize and send like a product news. So language is always being, added, researched and added as the technology goes. And the preview experience is much better. And we'll continue to work on how to help you easily translate one video into, say, 10 languages without needing to upload or download again. How you can even collaborate with your localization teams much easier without downloading and uploading again, right? So all of those are actually much more durable than figuring out like the accuracy of translation or the speaker assignment things. So there'll be a lot more improvements coming, which are easier to do, and we'll be continuing to improve this part. So if any feedback, any question, feel free to reach out to me anytime.
Like we see here, someone said the Portuguese is good. It is Brazilian Portuguese. So we will be working on adding, different accents, dialects, like Wayne has been saying. We do have someone that's asking, can you clarify a little bit what is enterprise and what isn't when it comes to this feature?
What's the question?
Someone is asking if this is only available for enterprise.
So the proofread feature is available for enterprise accounts, due to like two reasons mostly. First of all, like serious businesses have like really high requirements of the accuracy of the translation. Usually not like how native or local or how everyday it is, but more about how formal or how branded or how familiar it is with their branding. That's why like they always have like a localization team to tune up, to revise some certain wording to make sure it follows the brand. Besides that, like the regular translation of the AI is definitely smart enough to do like everyday translation, like the melee speech. I don't think it was really edited with proofread, right? That's one thing. Another thing is like for security reason, because being able to adjust the scripts to change things is actually a pretty powerful thing. And we have been paying more and more attention and prioritizing more and more on the safety and the security side, having a powerful technology. There will be people who, potentially intend to misuse that. Imagine if the melee speech was changed into different wording, but in the same setup, it could be pretty bad, right? So we are controlling in a way how much it is acceptable in terms of changing things. That's why there's like a gate to such powerful features, right?
Yes. So just to clarify again, for the enterprise only. So everyone has access to the video translation feature. You can go in, you have access support for 28 languages that you can translate, and it will sound and look just like you're speaking it, voice cloning, lip syncing. It is really fascinating. You can try it out after this call, but this webinar, but the enterprise only features is mainly the updates that we have made is having advanced proofreading, just like Wayne mentioned about different teams wanting to use it. And it's a little bit better if you're editing lots of footage, a lot of minutes of footage. I see someone here in the comments said they want to edit 80 minutes, and this would be really helpful for them. So that, with the ability to change the time code, is the newest thing. And then the custom instructions and the brand vocabulary are the newest features for enterprise. But everyone can use it right away and test it out. And all you have to do is make a video of yourself. And there's a lot of tips when you go to use it. It'll give you tips on, you don't want to block your mouth. Don't have too much movement around here. And then just be very clear. And I believe it's 30 seconds of footage that you can just be talking about whatever you want.
Right. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we have a few minutes to go kind of our Q&A, right? We'll just pick up some questions. And I think we kind of spent too much time kind of chatting about like the tweet and stuff. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
And wrap this up.
Yeah, no, I love seeing all the use cases. So if you do try it out and post it on socials, definitely tag us so I can reshare it and other people can see how they can use it. But let's answer some of these questions that we have.
I see Tony asking, when will live chat avatar be available? This is not relevant to video translate, but I guess we haven't been announcing fast enough. Live chat avatar is available already for everyone. So you can go to labs. There's a thing called streaming avatar where you can just talk to Josh right away. You can type. You can also.
I am a demo streaming avatar from HeyGen, which can be used for live streaming,
Can you guys hear?
customer service interactions, e-learning, and more.
Can you guys hear this?
Yes, we hear it.
Okay. Yeah. So not only you can chat with our demo avatar, you can also very soon be able to turn your own fine-tune or studio avatar into a streaming avatar to have a conversation directly, or to host your avatar somewhere else on your website, in your app, and do stuff. Yeah, so this is actually already ready. Feel free to come here to play with that. And if you have a serious business need for this, click this button to talk to our team. There will be someone who's really knowledgeable about this to help you with. Yeah, just to show there's lots of stuff there.
We do have a few questions about the instant avatar feature.
Mm-hmm.
Is it available? Did it get removed? There's a few people that are confused about that.
Right. Yeah. Good question. So instant avatar was meant to help everyone kind of experience and try how it is like to make an avatar, a video-based avatar, and what it's like to use a video with an avatar without committing anything, without paying anything, right? It was very welcome. You can find lots of instant avatar cases on the internet, and see people are having fun with that, right? On one hand, it did a job to help people, understand what it's like without extra stuff. On the other hand, it's getting also a bit kind of powerful for us to need to worry about its misuse and make sure it's secure and safe enough. So we are not only is now it is still free to create, but you need to have like a verified
account.
Right. Not only that, when you create an avatar, you have to consent us, right? You need to record a video consent to authorize HeyGen to create an avatar for you. We are also emphasizing on making the consent more powerful and strict, so that no one can try to hack or abuse or trying to get around with that to impersonate someone else. I think that part is also live already. So if you go create an avatar today, you probably have to record a very strict consent. And if you find ways to hack it, let us know. We'll prevent you from hacking it more.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I do see some people asking about a little bit of clarification on minimum credit in minutes for enterprise. Is avatar fine-tuned included with the creator platform? Is that separate?
Yeah, avatar fine tune is separate. So as long as you have an instant avatar, as long as like it was not like a webcam 30 seconds like a trial avatar, you upload a 2-minute recording to produce an instant avatar, and that avatar is qualified to fine tune for better quality and better lip sync, and also have the option to do it with a pro voice clone where you can further control, adjust, and fine tune your voice clone by, say, uploading more of your audio recording and stuff, right? But it's
Yeah.
not relevant to the credit plan. So as long as you have instant avatar, you can fine tune.
Yeah, so the fine-tune is additional. Voice clone is technically included. Like every video you translate will have the voice cloning technology, but to fine-tune that avatar and the voice, then that is an additional fee per avatar. And then another question is about API. Is API accessible on all platforms?
API is available in enterprise membership. Again, it's very powerful. So we need to make sure we understand your use case. We know what you're gonna be building, and talking to our enterprise team can help facilitate the conversation.
Yeah, definitely. So there are a few other questions about enterprise. So we're going to send a link in the chat about the best way to contact the enterprise team and the sales team. So that way, if you have any specific questions on API, on just talking to someone in the enterprise for a larger project that you might have, any enterprise related questions, you can reach out to that, to the type form. You fill out the type form and we'll reach out to you. So I just sent it in. I'll pin it up here as well. And then we have another question about real-time avatars. If that's in the works, is this available? What's any updates with translating in real time?
Oh, I see. Translating in real time. Yeah, that's like a next big thing. So as I share screen today, we have translate, we have real time. Combining them is like another big step because both of them are kind of heavy in terms of the technology we have built and optimized. Technically, it's doable, but there will be lots of optimization, engineering to make things happen. Yeah, so we are working on that, and we are working on many interesting stuff that's further on top of video translate and the streaming avatar. Feel free to play with our lab section right now. You'll have lots of stuff to check out, and when it's closed, we'll definitely let you know. Right.
Yes, definitely. I love that question about real-time avatar because it is the most asked question right now on all platforms. People want to know when this can be used in a live meeting to broadcast live and have translations happening at the same time. Maybe one day this webinar will be hosted and translated at the same time in multiple languages.
So technically, if you have like a streaming avatar set up, you can just translate by feeding him different scripts in different languages already. So it doesn't have to be like HeyGen Translate because streaming avatar, which is a different topic, but streaming avatar, you can config its knowledge base 100%. It's like HeyGen is responsible for making the avatar to behave and talk in real time. But whatever he's going to say comes from you, like as a business. You provide your company context, or you even tell him what to say every time when you need to respond to anyone. So when you decide what the stream avatar is going to say, you can just do the translation of the words and use the same voice clone. It'll be very similar to the translation result, right? So in that sense, real-time translation via streaming avatar is already doable.
Awesome. Yes. And I see someone asking, what is a good way to find people who are using our platform, HeyGen, and using it with maybe other AI tech and just in general producing high quality content? This is a great question for me as the social media manager. So I am going to shamelessly plug our Discord, because our Discord is the best way you can find people. We have our ambassadors on there. We have people that there's contests every month. There's going to be one in February. And now we're going to be giving out credits for you to be able to join the contest. So you can use those credits to create videos for the contest. The contests all have cash prizes. So they are really motivating and really fun. And we did one, our last one was for Christmas. We did one for Thanksgiving. So we like to do the holidays, but in general, the Discord, I'll send the link now, is the best place to ask questions as well. If you haven't had some of these questions answered, I know Nick is always on there answering questions, but we do our best to go and answer all support questions as well. So I'm gonna send the link right now. And then maybe one more question, because we are running up on time, but about API, people are asking if there's a video, if we've made a video about API. Well, any specific API questions, you're going to have to talk to the enterprise team, but we do have a website that has a lot of information already about the API and how it's used. And then let me see if we can answer maybe one more question. A lot of people I see are asking about a brunette avatar. Do you know? We just added 3 new avatars really recently. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out, because we're always adding new avatars. If there's any specific avatars you do want to see, just let us know. And, if you also want to be an avatar, you can also let us know. I know we've had a few people reach out about that as well. So,
Right.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, I hope that you learned something new with this webinar. Video translation is one of our most famous, most viral features in general. And I love to see and hear all the reasons and the ways that you're using it. Post and share and tell us how you're using it so we can keep using it. As a creator myself, I shared this story on a previous webinar, and I wanted to just share it again, but I met someone that worked at the Turkish Airlines at a networking event. And after the event, I recorded a video of myself, translated it to Turkish, and sent it out to them. And they were so shocked. It was 2 people, but they were impressed because in the video, I basically said, like, hey, you probably don't remember me speaking fluent Turkish, but I'm able to do it because of AI. And it just shows that, first, they were able to resonate with it. They're able to feel like I paid attention, I cared about their culture. And also it just shows that we're on top of all of the trends and all of the latest technologies. So we're going to link the Discord. And as always, at the end of the webinar, we give 5 free credits to everyone that joined. So you can all join and get 5 free credits to use to test out all the features, to test out the video translate, test out the new avatars that are there. It is super exciting, and there's always something new. So definitely go in and check it out. We're going to send over the Discord link right now. And then any other questions, of course, you can ask on the Discord. And to the TikTok live, you're going to have to bear with me for me to send over a link for the credits, but feel free to just DM me and I'll give you the 5 free credits to test out on TikTok Live, since they don't get the link for the type form. But I will send it right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing a webinar going into a deep dive of another feature at HeyGen, and we're here to answer all your questions and get your feedback. So thank you all so much. Any final words, Wayne?
No, we it's just that we have been making lots of progress and more will come. Sometimes it's just like faster than we announce. Like every time I don't even get to post on social to talk about the webinar. Like I did that like an hour ago. So stay tuned with what's coming in the product, and many more exciting stuff are coming. And thank you, Nikki, for hosting every one of these for us.
Of course, yes. And the credits should be added within 24 hours. And then let's send that link. And then
you probably want to send that survey, and the people can fill it in.
Yes, let me find the link. Okay, wait. Give me a second to find it. But yes, they will basically be available, I believe, for 30 days. So you should have a good amount of time to use it, and definitely use it for the contest that we have coming up, announcing soon in February. All right. Well, thank you all so much. We just pinned it up here. It's in the chat on YouTube. So definitely fill out this type form, get your 5 free credits, and have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and see you all next Thursday.
Bye-bye.